Coming up on this episode,
So I got Miranda in the wild here.
jumping ahead in my 3-month hiking road trip across the United States, end up doing Mount Bierstadt in central Colorado as one of my last hikes, and releasing it now to correlate the same launch time as the Miranda and Wilds channels. They gave me a big plug and a shout out, big thank you to the whole team there, I greatly appreciate it. Good morning. On this episode of today, I'll be doing Mount Bierstadt. It's my first Colorado 14er, so let's get started because I'm kind of starting a little late here. So I'm starting at about 9 o'clock. That's much too late. Should probably start 2 or 3 hours earlier. I'm actually seeing a couple people coming down. We'll probably start at 5:30. If you're new here, I'm an adventure filmmaker from Vancouver Island. I'm traveling across the United States. I'm at the end of my road trip here. I filmed over 50 hikes across the states. This is my first 14er, and there's actually a moose just over here. There's three moose. When I pulled up in the parking lot, I could see them from my car. I'm not sure where they are now. Hopefully I come across them. Well, ask and you shall receive. It's like National Geographic kind of stuff. I didn't get too close to them. I did take a few steps through the bushes there, and then one of them started looking at me real close. So yeah, definitely don't want to get too close to these guys. Looks like there's a guy repairing the trail up there. trails made possible by legends like this guy. Appreciate your hard work. There's definitely a kind of like shared group mentality of these 14ers that you don't see as much with the 13ers or 12ers. Is that a thing? Still racing the storm clouds. Clouds look okay in the distance there, but I know it can just change in half an hour or so.
So I got Miranda in the wild here. Kind of a little starstruck because I just found your channel and was,
Oh, that's sick.
so
Awesome.
yeah.
So I thought this was a photo. I'm sorry. I was like,
No, I make hiking films.
oh, sick. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Cool.
So I'm
Sweet.
traveling around the United States. I filmed about 50 episodes in the last 2.5 months. I'm
Wow.
kind of at the end of my trip here, but
Dang.
I'm first 14er, so
Oh, this is our first 14er too.
that's awesome.
Oh my gosh. Well, maybe we'll summon a 14er together.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't even say it. I keep I'm like 14er. Like out of breath. What's your name?
David.
David. Miranda. Nice to meet you. People like fist bump you, but
I'd rather be hiking is my YouTube channel.
I'd rather be hiking.
Yeah.
Sick. Okay.
I'd rather be hiking as your channel?
Yeah.
like-
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So I'm
Alright.
I'm from Vancouver Island, so I
sick.
mostly film there.
Awesome.
But I've got a bunch of Utah videos coming up and stuff now too. So
Nice. Wait, Vancouver Island. That's like near Seattle.
yeah, it's
Sick.
yeah,
We're from
little-
Seattle, so.
Oh, okay, a little north of there, yeah.
Okay, cool. I
also-
endorse this channel. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that legally. Am I
Sure,
allowed to
right.
say that?
Subscribe to I'd rather
Subscribe to I'd Rather Be Hiking. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button.
There we go. Thank you. Awesome.
We'll see you at the top.
Yeah.
You'll probably get there before us. I'm really slow. I'm having a hard time, to be honest. So.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, dude, it's kind of rough. I live at sea level. Well, so do you.
yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
So
This is a whole different experience.
been acclimatizing for like the last kind of 2 weeks. So,
Totally. Yeah.
But
Yeah, we did a hike yesterday that was up to like 12,000 feet, and that felt really hard, to be honest.
Hey, you film me?
This is- Oh, you go ahead. You can cross. Hell yeah.
and then a huge thundercloud came in.
Oh,
Oh,
you okay?
Going down harder than going up.
This has been one of the most enjoyable hikes I've ever done. The views are incredible, just like Miranda and the REI crew. Like, it's my people, you know, hikers with cameras, and then there's just so many nice people up here. It's just a really good vibes up here.
Sorry, I just ruined your shot. Yeah, David! Ow, ow! Woo!
Woo! that woke you up. Sorry about that.
No, I mean, I feel you.
I've got a friend up here. This guy's not afraid. What do you have to say? There's something so primal about climbing mountains. I don't know what it is, but standing at the base of it, being an insignificant speck looking up at a big objective, just mere hours later, standing on top of it, knowing you achieved your goal, getting that dose of dopamine and feeling fulfilled and accomplished. Is it standing on the top with wind in your hair and seeing vast views across the land? Is it the grind, knowing you pushed yourself hard to get to the top? Or is it just looking at an objective and setting out to do it and accomplishing it? You won't find a depressed person on top of a mountain. There's something inherently built into us. We just need this. We need to be outside. We need to be challenging ourselves. We need to be pushing our own limits. So currently on top of Mount Bierstadt here, and we've got a big ugly cloud like the one on James Peak, so sadly I don't want to go, my first 14er, but it is time to leave. But this is pretty darn epic.
Our nation.
So how was your
Oh my
first
gosh.
14er?
So good! It was so good. Actually, the last like 200 feet up, I got a little nervous. I was like, I don't think I can make it, guys. But we did it! How was yours?
Good, yeah. Got a little woozy, right near the top here. But.
Yeah, I definitely got to the top, was really excited, forced them to cheer with me, and then like lay down right there. So, yeah, it was great.
The looming rain cloud in the near distance was already dumping rain on the next mountain range across. It was time to go and get off the mountain. Being a human lightning rod shouldn't be on anyone's bucket list. Descending the top section was a little slow, the rest of the mountain is very quick to get back down to the bottom. So a few final thoughts on Mount Bierstadt. Feeling a little lightheaded even now, so something to expect. There's a lot of us were, with like the REI crew, they were feeling a little lightheaded too. It's really awesome meeting them, and they're exactly as they seem on the Miranda in the Wild channel. They the whole crew is super fun. They're super genuine, nice people. So be sure to check out their channel if you haven't seen already. I'll link it at the end here, and I'll link up their video at the end so you can see their video. If you enjoy this content, you want to support me, you can share the videos on Facebook and give it a like, thumbs up, that good stuff. If you want to support me directly, I have a Patreon at patreon.com/davidhiking. And until the next one, have a great day. Hey, welcome to the trail tips for Mount Bierstadt. First off in the video, I keep calling it Bierstadt. I'm not sure why. Don't ask me why, I don't know. There's no D in there. So first off, the trail stats for this Mount Bierstadt is 2,800 feet of gain with 8 miles. And for people like me who are metric, it's 13.8 kilometers or 855 meters. So it's got a decent amount of gain and distance to it. It's a 14er, so high elevation. This trail starts off at the parking lot here. The parking is excellent. It's all paved up this road. Basically, you'll just be driving out from wherever the highway goes one way or the other here, going through Georgetown. This is the last place to get gas. As far as I know, you go up a bunch of switchbacks, drive past these kind of, I think they're man-made lakes, and then all the way up here, and then more switchbacks. And then once you get up here, it's all tundra-like, and it looks cool. And yeah, so then, you'll park here on the right side. Something to note, I don't think there's a bathroom over here. There's only a bathroom over here. This is the square top mountain parking, and stay tuned, subscribe, because I actually hike up this one too, and this is a drone-friendly mountain, so I have some killer shots from up there. And I should note, some of the shots I got for Mount Bierstadt, I shot on top of Square Top Mountain. So, but yeah, there's a bathroom here for this Square Top parking lot, but there's none over here. And this fills up real quick. I did this on Monday morning, and it was packed. The whole parking lot was packed, although I showed up at 9 o'clock, so what do you expect? It was probably 8:30. But there's lots of parking on the side of the road here, like you can see on this map here. So I don't know if this actually fills up like a certain way. If on a Saturday, does it go like 3 kilometers up the road? I'm not sure, but there's definitely a lot of parking. You could also go up to the Square Top parking here and just, I don't know if it looks like there's a trail here. You just follow the road down, and there's a little trail here. As you can see, this is how I got into it, because I parked right there. So once you start this, you just go through a bunch of flat meadow and stuff like you see in the video. This is where I saw the mooses, whatever the plural of moose is. They're right here. Nice lake. And then there's a river crossing here, a creek, not really a river, but from here, there's actually a fork here that goes this way. This is the first time I checked my map. You want to stay to the right and go across the river, not this way. I don't know where that goes because there's not even any marker on the map here. There is this fork here which goes up this crevice, which if I had more time, I would have gone up there and explored it. It kind of ends right there. I'm not sure why, but this I would expect just goes up here to Mount Spalding, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, this is pretty straightforward. There's all rock cairns and there's zillions of people. You just follow them up. Once you get to here, this is where it starts to get steep. You can see it's flat, and then you hit these switchbacks and it just goes right up. And tons of switchbacks, and this is where the guy was fixing the trail, somewhere right here. And from there, you just keep going up, and once you hit somewhere right here, right this spot here is where there's a giant rock cairn. You make a hard right, and then from here, it just goes up through tundra. And once you get to here, this is where I played with the snowball. Yes, gravity still does work up there, and if you saw that on the screen. And so this is where the glacier is, or the one patch of snow. And from here, you can see it gets much steeper, and this is all chunky rock. So you're just jumping on rocks after this point here. So first off, the true summit, because I'm one of those people who likes to touch the true summit if I can. It is not kind of at the beginning. You could hear the RAI crew kind of cheering for me when I got to the top. That's actually right there. But if you want the true summit, you got to go to the very back of this. This is all kind of flat. It's just a bunch of flat rocks up there. But there's one rock that in the video you can see me standing where I cheer or whatever, and I have the stats on the screen. I'm standing on the exact rock with the metal seal on it. That is the top true summit, despite this thing being off to the side here. This is clearly wrong. It is right there. So if you're one of those people who likes to get the seal, it's right there. And as for the elevation, I would say once you get up to here where we're at 14,066 feet at the top. Once you're at about 13,700, which I'm guessing is around here, 800, 900, and then 14,000. This is where you start to get dizzy, is just past this rock, this giant rock cairn where you turn. This whole area, you need to breathe some more. And the oxygen up here, I think, is 40% less than where I'm at right now on sea level. So what I'd recommend is I do a Wim Hof technique, a breathing technique, where basically if you've ever done it, you breathe in. But when you exhale, you don't exhale all of it. You only exhale like half of it. And you try that on a mountain, it works real well. You just breathe in. So you're basically only letting out half of each breath. But since you're getting 40% less oxygen, you're trying to like neutralize your breathing. So I did that on the way up, and I found it really helped oxygenate my blood and my lungs better than just normal breathing. So once I kind of got up to here and I was starting to feel kind of dizzy, then I started doing that. Something you might want to try out. And as for the drone use, if you're wondering, if you're somebody who is just curious about that, or someone who doesn't like drones and wondering why I had some drone footage, the Mount Evans Wilderness Park, or whatever it's called, is like kind of right here where I'm kind of drawing, and it's all this area over here. And everything this way is totally fine to use a drone. So basically I flew right at the parking lot because I'm allowed to right there. and all my shots were just kind of mostly going this way, or I have a few sideways ones, but everything is taken off, landed, or operated from right there, which is allowed. So for that reason, I don't have the drone zinging around me on the summit because I'm not allowed. It's all Mount Evans Wilderness, which is named after this one here, Mount Evans. And the other spot actually got drone footage. The opening shot was right here. So I parked somewhere on this road, like right here somewhere where there was a pullout, and you can see this band of trees. I flew the drone straight up here, and I got a shot directly this way. So that opening shot was done right down there, which looked really cool. I tended to drive around and get different shots to see what one looks best to make the best video. So I got one there. I also got one from the top of the mountain here, and then also one when I did this square top trail, I got a couple from down here, which looked really good. So, and I also got one from down here. So I don't end up using all the shots, just whatever one looks best. For me, it was this one that was down here. So that's basically it for the trail tips. There's not much else than that. It's just, it's a bit of a grind because it's high elevation. It's a 14er, you can check that off your list. If you're one of those people who counts those, I think there's 58 of them, I believe. I'm check one of the 14ers. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode and these trail tips are helpful to you. Be sure to subscribe for more hiking content. I do not only just adventure videos, but reviews and other stuff too. So be sure to subscribe for that. And until next one, have a great day.